According to begintoread.com, 60% of prison inmates are functionally illiterate. Inside Books Project is working to change that. Hello, fellow classmates. My name is Kaylee Ridley. I'm a volunteer at Inside Books. I would like to explain to y'all how to volunteer there and what you do, why this cause is important, and the benefits it provides in your life. I'm going to ask that you please turn off your cell phones and hold questions until the end. So what does Inside Books do? According to their website, Inside Books Project receive written requests for books and resource guides from Texas inmates. Volunteers read the letters, find books that are in the library that they have on site that best match the request of the letter, and then write a reply explaining the books that they chose and why they did so. Inside Books is a pretty unique program that allows civilians to help fight a really large problem in our society. Many literacy and educational programs that are in place in prisons aren't open to normal people. Like, they're in-house systems, and they're not something you can get involved in. And Inside Books allows you to do that. So why is it important to do this? When you send books to prisoners, it aids in their literacy rate, so it helps decrease the amount of people who are illiterate in prisons. And according to the Journal of Correctional Education, inmates with access to these types of resources are less likely to return to prison. And so it decreases the recidivism rate, which decreases the number of people that we have in prison. For example, one of the letters that I read while I was volunteering requested books about the business side of real estate and flipping houses. Because in his letter, he was like, this is what I want to do when I get out, and so I want to know about it. And so we did our best to match books with him, or give him books that were about business and real estate, so that he had that information and the resources to build a life after he served his time. Another thing that this does for the inmates is it provides an emotional connection that is really lacking within the prison system. My orientation leader was constantly reminding us that as we wrote our letters, we needed to engage the person we were writing to. So even if it was just something as simple as, I happen to love fantasy too, or I chose this book because I've read it and I really like it. Just something really simple, and it gives them an emotional connection, and it humanizes the whole process. So what are the benefits of volunteering at Inside Books for you? It allows you to give back to your community and gives you a more personal connection to the community. So the location for Inside Books it's on East 12th Street. It's in a small little space where they've got all of these books that you can choose from, and it allows you to communicate with these people who are cut off from society, and so it gives you the ability to do that. The other thing is it's super easy to do. There's no application or scheduling process, so with a lot of volunteer organizations, you have to fill out an application or contact someone and be like, hey, I want to volunteer, when can I do this? And there's a whole process. Here, you just show up. If you look on your handouts, it'll show you the times that they have volunteer nights, and you show up, and on your first night, you have a brief orientation. They just walk you through the process of opening the letters, finding the books, writing replies. And so it's super easy, it's not hugely time consuming, and it's fun to do. And then it also allows you to build your own community. So, like, especially here on college, like when you first come, you're kind of trying to figure life out, just get your life together. And this gives you a place to build relationships, and it gives you a space like where you can go with your friends to volunteer together. So like, the night I volunteered, we had to work in pairs, and it just so happened that one of the brothers in the fraternity that I'm in, that I don't know him very well, he happened to be there that night, and we worked together, and I got to know him a lot better than what I had before. And then you can also build relationships with the regular volunteers. In my case, I befriended the resident dog, Lika. She's super sweet and has this itchy spot on her back where she'll like rub against a table if you won't pet her. But she's very happy to place her head in your lap to get your attention, and then she will ask you very insistently to scratch her back. So in conclusion, according to their website, insidebooksproject.org, In 2014, they received 18,000 requests and sent out 35,000 free books to inmates. Their vision for the future is to possibly gain federal grants so that they can expand their library so they can fill more requests and be able to send out more packages so that they can reach as many prisoners in Texas as possible. I urge you to consider helping this organization by spending a night volunteering or donating old books that you no longer read. Volunteering at Inside Books Project is super easy and will allow you to give back to the community while building your own. So thank you for listening. Are there any questions?